as you can see, I didn't get my windows washed yet, but I got a little more wind than I want for raking hay. But you guys can see that. Oh, I better watch where I'm driving here. See if I can do this. So anyhow, maybe I'll be camera looking at me, but we've had rain, and then we just had days that we just didn't dry. Like, not tons and tons of rain, just enough to keep us from getting things dry. So I raked one round yesterday and it was too tough to rake, but the wind blew last night, so I'm gonna rake the rest of the outside rounds, and hopefully I can bale them this afternoon or this evening. There's a chance of showers tomorrow, so I will not get the whole field done by any means. I won't even try raking that. I'll let it just get rained on in the swath if it's gonna rain again. So, but I'm gonna try to get the outside rounds done today. So, but you can see the regrowth is coming pretty good through this, between the swaths. Even on the thin spots, the alfalfa is growing through the swath. So, not ideal by any means, but last I checked, I had no control of what nature did. But like I said, it looks different now to look across the field and see the sun-bleached swaths everywhere. I'm definitely wished I had one of those bale wrappers, and I would have baled her all last week. I'd be irrigating right now and looking for second cut. But when you don't have one and they're not readily available in your area to rent, you just try for dry hay. One thing about it is I'm not a dairy, so I don't have to worry if hay's not perfect. The cows will still have to eat it. So anyhow, I thought I'd give you just a little update. You can see that I'm losing some leaves because the top is dry. I usually try to rake at night or when the dew's on, but going to an auction sale today, hopefully pick up a baler for Ty to run. So we'll see what we can get done today. So anyhow, I'll let you guys go and I'll bring you back a little later. Now, as you can see, I'm getting the last of the outside rounds raked. It's pretty gummy underneath, but now the radio says that we're supposed to be in a thunderstorm this afternoon, so everything I did might be for naught and the hay might just blow away. But I gotta try to be a little optimistic, so hopefully when I can get this stuff dry enough. I don't like baling when you just grind the leaves up and they all go on the ground, but I'll guarantee you that I'm not going to wait to let it get blown away. So hopefully I can make it work, and I can rough here. Hopefully I can make it work and I can get some baled up, and hopefully they're wrong about the darn thunderstorm, but we don't really get it here. Then tomorrow morning, if we don't get rain, then if I can get this baled up tonight, then tomorrow morning I'll rake 50 acres or so, and if it looks good, then I'll try to get that baled. Keep chipping away at it. So definitely need to wash my windows. I wish I'd got to that project, but if I wasn't procrastinating about something, I'd have to procrastinate about something else. So anyhow, as you can see, it's raking up nice. I hate looking at those dirty windows. Anyhow, it's not. The swath looks decent. Like I said, here we're just getting out of the dry corner. Anyhow, I'm not embarrassed about this anyhow. You can see I'm blowing the leaves off like crazy. Look at that top's pretty dry, but like I said, the stuff stuck on the ground is not, so the only way I can get it to dry is to peel her up. And once you've baled this raking at 2 to 1, it's pretty hard to go back. Our old baler, if you rake it 2 to 1 and had a big swath, you just had to drive slower, but with the baler now, you can drive just as fast. Whether you got twice the swath or not, you can go 3.5 ton to the acre or 1.5 to the acre and drive the same speed. So it doesn't much matter. I bale on some rough stuff, some corrugated, flood irrigated land that you can't go very fast on, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous hay. But like I said, you can only go, if there's a ton to the acre, you can still only go 6 miles an hour, and that's all you can handle. But anyhow, oh, get my finger in the way. Hope I didn't do that the whole time. So we'll see you in a bit again. Hey guys, my rounds around the outside of the field are dry because we have a 20-mile-an-hour wind. It is 30 degrees Celsius, so I think that's close to 90 Fahrenheit, and my swaths are blowing that I rake, so you can see. I'll just hold that there for a second. It is dry. And it's not on fire, it's just dust. That's not how I like to bale, but we're baling anyway. Now I'm going to shut you off for a second, I'll be right back. I just have to get turned around. So, anyhow, you can see the leaves are blowing like heck, and it's swirling there. Got the alarm for 4 inches before. Now we're at 58. Now we're good. So we got twine discs there. You watch both sides, make sure it's tight. But I make a 60-inch bale because that's what our bale wagon can handle lifting up, and that's what works in our bale feeders. So I know I can make a lot bigger bales, and when I'm custom baling, I will make bigger bales. But for myself, I make 60-inch bales because it works for me. And then this CVT transmission is the cat's ass for baling. To go, I guess I'll use my foot pedal. With it, you just use your foot pedal too. It's not an accelerator, it's a transmission engager or whatever they call it. So then you don't get any more revs. I got my revs locked on to get my 1,000 speeds on my PTO. So, but as you can see, it has no problem gobbling up a swath, and to be honest, if it was had a little moisture, I could go even faster. So when I dump these bales, I will I just got to be careful of the pivot track. So now we're going to back up because we've got a pivot track right there. So if I happen to hit the pivot to move or something like that, you don't want it to run over a bale. Rock's on the other side of where the pivot is, so that shouldn't happen, but it could. I don't know if you guys can see me here, but things happen, so we try to be careful. So we went to an auction sale, tried to buy a BR 780 baler, thought it looked pretty good. It only had 4,700 bales on it, but the belts were totally garbage, the roller chain was garbage, the sprockets were garbage, the pickup was in decent shape, and the baler itself was okay. So we were hoping to get it cheap, and use parts of it and parts of my dad's baler to make something of it, and it didn't work out for us. The baler went for what it's worth. We waited around for 6 hours to find out that it sold okay. They sold a pickup truck that Ty wanted that only had 4,000 kilometers on because it was an estate sale. So he thought that'd be pretty cool, but I mean, it still went for 38. Actually, I think the guy that bought it was taking it across the line to sell it. I think it went for 38,000 Canadian. So, and then I looked at a John Deere drill, but when I had read about it, it's a 20-foot drill. I thought that it was a press drill, a disc drill, not a hoe drill. So when I got there, it was a hoe drill, and after driving 100 miles of rough roads, you're kind of disappointed. And then, of course, the drill sold for, I think, $3,000, and that was right where I thought it would be a good price for this drill, but I also thought it was a disc drill. So I did not buy the drill because I have enough hoe drills. I wanted to be able to zero till like all the cool kids. So, but so goes it. Ty and I had a little road trip, so that was fun. So, but as you can see, we're tying another bale. We do lots of that. This is what the name of the game is. So you can see the swaths are curing out. You see the grass at the pivot points flopping around. So I'm gonna test that the wind is blowing. I'm trying to concentrate on closing the tailgate. One day I'll have one of them fancy balers that does all that for me, but until then, I'll close it myself. So, anyhow, I would much rather be baling in the dark, because then I would be saving some of my leaves. But you can't have everything. If I might take you, I might show you when I get around the other side that I have some swaths that are blown pretty bad already. And that's why we're out baling when it's too dry to bale. And I know some areas there's no such thing as too dry to bale. If it's dry, you bale. But here you try to bale in good a quality as you can. And if you're losing your leaves and breaking your stems too much, you don't bale. So, but I'll pull you out of my pocket again. See you in a bit. You can see the swaths that have started to blow here. It's so hot, the AC's not working in the tractor now. So I'm not really happy. I tell you, the tractor's warm too. I might need to go blow everything out. So, anyhow, I think I made 26 bales here so far, but I'm so hot I'm going to turn this thing off because I can't hardly handle it. So, see you in a bit. I will put you behind the tire. We'll see if it's not too windy. So it's about 7:30 p.m. and I've got the outside rounds baled. Dad came and helped, so you can tell the yield's way down when I think I got 60 and he got 20 bales. So I think 2 years ago I think I yielded 3.7 ton on my first cut, but that was first year after establishment. And like I said, this time I got 80 bales, so 140 2 years ago, 80 bales this time. But it's damn dry right now. And like I said, I have friends that up by the foothills that say there's no such thing as hay that's too dry to bale, because when it's dry, you bale it. So, but here we can get some night air. I bale most of my hay at night if I can, and in the morning, usually 1 in the afternoon, I'd be done baling. And like I said, I didn't start bale until 4:30 today. So, but lots of bouncing on the pivot tracks, so it's supposed to storm tomorrow afternoon, but I'll look at the weather. I'll probably rake in the morning what I think I can get baled, and if it's dry enough, if the wind blows like this, it should dry over the night, and I'll rake a couple towers worth and try to bale right behind and see what we can get done. Try to put her up. So be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And